A day to go yet, believe me, there really, really is. And, I think the 26 is reasonable. I think we're going to get there. Not sure about 27, though.
Oh, well, you never know.
Yeah, well, my co-host this morning, that's her prediction, 27 degrees. So we will find out. Struggling. We've gone past the weatherman's prediction. Now we've dropped under it again. Kind of worried about that. We don't want him to be right at all, ever. Right? Right. It's Monday, December the 7th for you guys that are joining us live on Facebook Live right now. Welcome along. Thank you for joining us, and welcome back to those who do join us all the time. Thank you for that. If you're going to be watching later on YouTube, you know what to do, right? Yeah. Sub, thumb, bell, finger. You got it. And then you get notifications. You do. Joining us, literally, and I'm really, really happy about this, coming back out of Stettler, Alberta, Canada. Of course, we're talking about Renegade Station, but first of all, let's do this.
Galaxy 107fm.
Now, coming out of Stettler, Alberta, Canada, a little cold there from time to time. We were just discussing this, anything up to about 30 plus under. Yeah, no thank you. Thank you. Not my style of weather for sure. And, I kind of like the white stuff somewhere else. Well, I do. And it is always a pleasure to catch up with Luann, Russ, Scott and Kent. Nice to have you guys back again. Welcome back.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
And it is an absolute pleasure to have you. And, well, we've got the next gen coming in now, don't we?
The next generation is coming, absolutely.
Yeah, sitting right here with us today.
There was a huge pregnant pause there, wasn't there?
We
Go ahead
don't
and
lose
say
our
hi, John.
talk,
We're afraid we'll lose our jobs if we, the young lad comes in.
Exactly, but still a lot of road mileage to go before that happens. I've got to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
You guys are just too good, and literally, we play one heck of a lot out of Renegade Station here at Galaxy. We really, really do. Got you in a number of shows, and still, even still, we are finding it hard to get through a breakfast show every now and again without having you guys pop up, and we have to play you.
Oh,
Darn it, anyways.
It's just one of those things. But, it is an absolute pleasure to be able to play a band of your talent. Now, I remember the last time we spoke, you guys actually sang a song for us after the interview. Remember that?
Yes,
It's
it
a lot of fun. Yeah.
Absolutely love that. I see you come brandishing with weapons again, so, well, you never know where this might go. But your number one most requested song here at Galaxy is Along for the Ride. Now, tell me about this track.
Yeah, written by some great Canadian songwriters. Aaron Goodman is one of the writers on this song, and when we heard it, we fell in love with it. It for me, it reminded me so much of Kent, and driving home from work and thinking about his wife, and it's a fun song. One of those songs you get in the car and you roll the windows down when it's not minus 30. You guys don't know what that's like, but one of those songs you just want to crank up the tunes and listen to and head down the highway.
To me that sounds like if you turn the hose on outside, you've got an instant refreshment ice cream.
Yeah.
You're not far off.
Yeah, wouldn't want to do it. Absolutely not. But you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM, joined live, coming out of Stettler, Alberta, Canada, is Renegade Station here. Young blood, unfortunately, as you get more and more successful in life in the music industry, you're going to have to put up with people like me. I feel sorry for you.
Don't worry about it. Definitely.
That's a perk for sure.
Nice. Currently 64 countries around the world are joining us.
Wow.
97 cities apparently are tuned in. So, and
Wow.
everywhere, including, of course, St. Petersburg in Russia. Nice to have you guys with
Yeah,
us.
and we've got Vinny.
Vinny's joined us out of Reno.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
nice.
Kelly, Jason Kelly from UK has joined us.
Okay,
Yeah.
from the
Hi,
UK.
Hi Jason.
Awesome.
Renegade
Okay, from
Station.
the UK.
Yeah, believe me, they're everywhere. They are listening from everywhere. They really, really are.
Love that.
And,
We have a lot.
w-
We have a lot of family in the UK, so that's very cool. So hi to Kay in the UK.
Merry Christmas to Kay in the UK. You know, I was talking to Stanley. He comes out of St. Petersburg. Great artist in his own right.
He's coming to our New Year's
And
show.
he's going to be coming to our New Year's show, exactly. I actually wonder if he has a sister.
I don't know.
I wonder if her name is Kay. See, his last name is Oss.
Yeah.
Stanley, let me know.
He's got a cat called Donut.
He's got a cat called Donut. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Shenanigans, young blood, honestly, always shenanigans when you come to Galaxy. Always.
So that was all fun.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 21 after 10 o'clock, 22 degrees, not bad, heading for a high. Well, my high, would you believe, is 26 degrees. We've already had the weatherman's 23. I think we're going to make it as well, including, well, maybe even past mine, into Barbara's prediction of 27. We'll see how it goes. Plenty of day to go, literally. It is Monday, the start of a new working week. Got to thank you all for joining us, especially a great band, absolutely stunning band that we just can't get enough of here at Galaxy. We're joined by Renegade Station. Now, guys, it is an absolute pleasure to have you guys. I see you social distancing today.
We are. It's kind of a disaster here in our province, so we Russ and I get to see each other, but we don't get to see. We haven't seen each other in a while, so.
I get that. I do get that. Yep, absolutely. I tell you what, it's a good time though for adaptation, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to a good friend of mine, and she makes her summer residence over in Arizona, and goes and stays there while it's winter time over, well, where everybody else is. You know what I mean? And she says to me, Grant, I've just completed a brand spanking new song with a guy coming out of the UK. And she says, you know, normally would never happen if it wasn't for the COVID virus. We had to think outside the box. We went outside the country, came together, made a song, absolutely brilliant. And I'm talking about Peggy Nora. Brilliant song. So these days, I find a lot of artists are literally adapting to that and getting their artists from all over the place together, writing songs, making music, continuing on from their own home studios per se, and making a big hit. Are you guys writing songs right now?
Yeah, I've been writing a little bit. We haven't written together, but Kent and I were just talking actually. He was saying that he's ready to start writing, and it's funny when things like this happen, that's the first thing you think of. Oh, I'm going to do this, and this. I'm going to learn French. I'm going to learn to cook. I'm going to learn to play. And we get asked that a lot. Have you guys has been really productive, and we kind of laugh. It's almost like been a bit of pressure, but definitely have done some writing, and looking forward to getting new music out. But that's been hard when our whole source of income and our whole source of resources have been, dropped and stopped dramatically. So we had planned to go into the studio in April, and of course everything has been shut. Yeah. So we're pivoting. We're looking at new ways, and hopefully we can figure out how we're going to get some new music out in the new year. So, but yeah, it's been interesting.
Well, I tell you what, Luann, since the last time that we spoke, and it hasn't been that long ago actually. It's been a minute, but not that long. I introduced a couple of bands together, one coming out of Canada, one coming out of Norway, set them a challenge literally, and well, they couldn't meet it, to be honest. They just, no way. The challenge is very simple actually. Do you remember the Charleston?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
well that initially was a dance, right? But it had its own music to the dance. True?
Yeah.
Well, I said too, and these guys are quite heavy metal, I've got to be honest with you. Incorporate it. It's 100 years this year since the Charleston came out. Give it,
Wow.
make it part of your hook. Put it in there. They thought about it for a number of weeks actually, came back to me and went, no way. Can't do it.
Charleston.
Exactly, just couldn't get their head around the concept, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I set them another challenge. I said to them, come out with a Christmas song, but do it together. 2 bands, 2 countries, come together, make a Christmas song. You know what? They knocked it out of the park.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
right
so
on.
They really do. In fact, what I'll do is I'll get Barbara to send you a copy of it. The only critique, if you want to put it like that, is that I don't think they'll sell a single copy on the video because unfortunately I appear on it.
He does.
That might make it soar. It might just
Yeah.
go viral,
Mark.
Yeah, like a stone, right? Fly like a lead balloon. Believe me. But very, very cool song. In fact, we looked at it this way, 2 bands, 3 countries, including New Zealand, great artists from around the world literally getting together and making this happen, all because of technology.
Yes.
It's
Might
amazing.
not happen before, right? It wouldn't have happened before, so.
Exactly. It's a good example of thinking out of the box and being able to adapt to the sign of the times right now. And a good question that usually gets asked of me is when we do come back, is it going to be the same? Is it going to be different? Is there going to be a new norm? And quite simply, I keep saying, well, we've got to revert to the past to move forward, right? So yes, there's going to be a lot of the same, but there's going to be a lot of new ways of looking at the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And
Absolutely.
I welcome it. I do, because now we're moving into a new era pretty much. And I think Youngblood, sorry for calling you Youngblood, but believe me, you'll get it when you get older. You'll understand. You will. But I think, you see, a lot of places these days, they're adapting, but I don't think it's the same way or the same feel. Now, a lot of them these days are putting in big LED screens and bringing people in on the internet to watch shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that takes everything about the show away from the show. Literally, if you think about it, there's nothing like going to a live show. Seeing people on stage.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mixing and mingling with the crowd. That whole energy thing. How do you get that off an LED screen?
You don't.
You just can't.
Yeah.
Never.
It's not the same at all, but we're so grateful that we have that ability to do it in this time. If we wouldn't have been able to perform at all, it would have been, a really hard year. So it's not the same, but it's been a welcome technology for sure, for us to be able to do that, and for us to be able to connect with people all around the world is pretty amazing. But we hope that we get back to live again and concerts, and that energy from the crowd is amazing. So
Exactly.
each other.
I got to agree with you, Luann. I really, really do. Barbara is the manager of Aurora Entertainment here in New Zealand, and well, they haven't done any work for a number of months now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just chomping at the bit to have bands like yourselves come to New Zealand, perform in front of New Zealand audiences, and young blood, believe me, if you're going to come, it's going to be an eye opener. I got to be honest with you. Did I do the Hoo Hoo Grub with you guys?
Yeah.
I think
Sounds
was
familiar.
it the worm?
Yeah, the peanut butter buck.
Yeah, no, can't do that.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think I've found your volunteer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Young
he's.
blood.
Yeah, I think young blood's up for it. What do you reckon?
You're not wrong.
There you go. So, Scott, I haven't heard a lot from you. You're very, very vocal.
I am, extremely.
He's sitting there quietly. Yes. Drummers, eh? Yeah. You get it. But it's coming into the, not only has it been a surreal time of the year, but it's coming into that very magical, very special time of the year. My favourite time of the year, I've got to be honest with you. But I'm just wondering, guys, have you already done your Christmas shopping? Are you going to mix and mingle with everybody else at the last minute?
Scotty?
Our Christmas is pretty scaled down, so we decorate a bunch, but we don't do much otherwise other than eat and drink.
Be merry.
Be married.
And be merry, yeah.
Sorry, Scott, I just can't see you in a dress and lippy, you know what I mean? I can't see you as married.
I don't have the lip for it.
You don't have the hips for it, I'm sorry. But at the same time, it is a good time for the family to get together and have a good time. Even though, as we've been saying, it's a surreal time right now with the COVID virus. And I've got a question for you. There seems to be looming in the very near future a bit of a vaccine going around. Are we going to rely solely on that and just go, bugger it, let's do everything the way we used to do it? Are we going to rely on that?
I don't think that we probably will. I think there's more of an understanding about what is related, and I mean, sure, if you've had it before, if you've had COVID already, and yeah, or you get the vaccine, but there's still people out there that haven't, or that will choose not to, or that are not able to. So I think that somewhat that the social distancing, will be a thing for a while afterwards.
Yeah.
I can't wait until we're able to play a show and people can come up and give you a hug afterwards.
Exactly. And I hear what you're saying there, Ken, I really, really do. Having said that, though, here in New Zealand, we're not doing too bad, I've got to be honest with you. None in the community, none over the weekend at the border or anything like that. We're starting to get a real good grip on this thing. I'm scared that we're going to get complacent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really, really
Yeah.
am. We're doing so well, we're patting ourselves on the back, we're yay, high fives, then we're just going to go and bugger it up.
Yeah.
We're Kiwis, we do that.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have to be careful, because I feel that that's a lot of what's happened in other parts of the world, including our province, that you tend to get a little lax and maybe think, oh, it's okay. And New Zealand has done incredibly well, and I think the whole world has looked to New Zealand and your Prime Minister and been blown away by how well you've done in a country the size of the population of Alberta, and we were talking before the show that I think we had just about 1,800 cases yesterday alone. So, I think we still have a lot of precautions to take and to be careful. And I found out last night, actually, the guys don't even know this, that there's a case of COVID. My mom's in a senior lodge, so there's a case there now in her lodge. So it's scary, and it's
Yeah.
just have to be.
I'm sorry, Luann, that really, really is scary, and I understand where you're coming from there. I really, really do. This is serious, folks. It really, really is. We need you to be safe. We need you to take every precaution, no matter where you are in the world. The world's a better place with you in it. Take every precaution, literally. Well, I was saying to one guy not so long ago, do you remember way back in the day when AIDS first came along and everybody was being threatened with a full-body condom?
Yeah.
Now you need one with air conditioning. Only problem with that, you can't really hug each other, but that mandatory 5 feet away kind of works that way, doesn't it? You'll be able to bounce into each other. A lot of fun. Make a mosh pit a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It would. Totally.
Anyway, guys, as we were saying, it's that very special time of the year, my favourite time of the year, and believe me, people around here know it. They do. They know it. It's Christmas time, and it wouldn't be Christmas without you. Guys, tell me all about your Christmas song, Christmas Without You.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we recorded this song coming out the 3rd season. So we had always wanted to do a Christmas song, but Kent is a bit of a Scrooge McDuck, if you will.
Scrooge McDuck. I like that one.
He's right. He has a money bit.
Yeah. No, in the other way.
Oh,
Yeah, we had to talk Kent into a Christmas song, and really good friends of ours, Bradley Saunders and Trinity Bradshaw from here in Alberta, wrote this song, and they had performed it on Facebook one night, and we saw it. So we approached them about us recording it, and thought it was a beautiful duet, and Kent and I love to sing together, like do the duets. So yeah, we recorded it, and again, this is our 3rd season with it, and it's just gaining steam every year, and we get a lot of great feedback about it. People really like this song, and that means the world to us.
Well, I got to be honest with you. Yes, I played it a couple of times this morning, but I have played it in the past, appropriate places and placements, I got to be honest with you, and I haven't said anything to anybody, but they all want to know who, what, why, when, how. Believe me, there was a lot of response on this particular track. It really, really was. So,
Awesome.
playing for the very first time, we're going to break it to you guys. Now, here's Renegade Station and Christmas Without You. How you feeling, guys? You okay? Nice, nice. If I've gone down the road with the hoo-hoo grub and everything like that, I'm pretty sure that we can talk young blood into doing a number of other things that we might have talked about as well. You know?
He is easily coerced.
Nice, nice. I hope you like bungee jumping, young blood.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that one? Well, okay. The next one after that is I throw you out of an aeroplane.
If I got a parachute on, then we're good to
Then
go.
you're fine.
Right.
You're fine, yeah.
Great, I love that. Then I'll put you in a big Zorb.
What?
A Zorb. Z-O-R-B, Zorb. It-
Azul.
Yeah, but believe me, I think your dad would like this one better, to be honest with you, because there's lots of alcohol involved in this one. You get really, really drunk. You get inside this big
Don't
clear
have
plastic
to.
ball. Then we roll you down a hill.
That would be fun. I'm in for that.
The reason,
You know what?
Luann, why I say alcohol is literally we'll put some runners in front of you so that, well, when you run over them, it looks priceless, really.
Yeah. You know what?
Love it.
It's funny, but it wouldn't be the first time we've done that.
Bet you it's the first time you've done it in a mankini.
Yes, sir. Right there.
Keep it seemly.
We have a surplus of Galaxy men's mankinis.
Oh, I think you would do very well selling those.
You
I
think
do.
Do you know, Luann,
Look like
we
Sasha Baron Cohen. What's his
Yeah.
name? Yeah.
we honestly had a huge problem of finding where to put the logo.
Yeah.
Think about it and you'll know exactly where it ended up, and it came down to the
Yeah.
printer's decision. It did. But don't worry, Scott, we've got one in your colour.
Lime green. Perfect.
I'm big.
There you go. Believe me, I can do that. Lime green, you're on. I'll make sure you get one. Absolutely, absolutely. Now, for you guys that have been joining us on Facebook Live right now, have a look later on. Go and do the sub-thumb bell thing. You know what I'm talking about. And be notified every time we do this, because believe me, we are bringing you some extraordinary talent all the time, every week, every other day. Check it out. Believe me, you can't go wrong. And talent, much like Renegade Station coming out of Stettler, Alberta, Canada. And guys, always a pleasure catching up with you guys. And we'd love to be able to do it again very, very shortly. We'd love to be able to get you guys down here in New Zealand. We've already gone down that road. And, maybe Youngblood might need to bring a couple of his mates as well, you know, just to, I don't know, amuse us. What do you reckon?
We can make that happen, yeah.
Nice, nice. And Youngblood, thank you for joining us here at Galaxy. It is always a pleasure to meet new people, new bands, new parts of bands, and the future of music here in the world, literally. So you keep up doing what you're doing and come back. Let's chat again. What do you reckon?
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Nice, nice. And for you guys, always a pleasure. And believe me, Scott, you've talked us to death. You really have.
We joked that the first year we played together that Scott didn't talk for the first 12 months. Right?
Wow.
Suddenly one day at rehearsal he said something, we all just, whoa!
That's what his voice sounds
Oh,
like.
We like to tease him. He's
Yeah.
a strong silent type.
Yeah. Somebody phoned him? I heard a voice. I heard a voice. I do hear voices, literally. I have a producer that talks to me in my earphones, and believe me, but, you know, some people say, did the radio talk to you? Well, I talk on the radio. Does that count?
I think so. I think so.
It does. It really does. Guys, got to move on. Don't go anywhere just yet. We're going to do a couple of things yet, but in the meantime, switch back over to Studio B. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Good morning.
Galaxy 107 FM.
I really do.
It's
Guys,
been hard being.
Yeah, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Put the glasses back on.
yep.
I don't know.
Hold on, don't take it off yet. Put the glasses back on.
Oh, yeah.
Girls are taking a few photos.
Doing the
I
video.
can't see anything. All right.
Here we go.
That's okay. We can see it, and that's fucking
I
awesome.
can't see shit.
Oh my god.
He's like, I can't see that. Yeah. How do you look through those things? Holy. Oh.
Better send one of those pictures over here, Louie.
I will.